And we're starting. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Everybody Boys podcast. With me today, of course, I have Origin and Quicken today for a little podcast episode today. Episode 7, I believe. Episode 6 or 7. I'm not sure. I haven't kept track of it. I think it's episode 6 because episode 5 last week was the the sponsored one. So I believe today is the. Let me just double check real quick. The episode. Obviously, this episode's going to be about Pokemon, obviously. It's all going to be about Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yep, it's episode 6 for today.
Hold
It's
on
all
a
going to be about
second.
Pokemon.
Yep. Um, and especially so with the new big Pokemon games coming out in 7 days after this.
Yeah, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Personally, I'm probably going to skip out on it personally because I've already have a couple games that I'm getting next month or next month or next year at most.
I don't even.
So
I
Are
don't
you
even
gonna
have.
get it eventually?
I don't think so because there's also other games I want to get my hands on as well.
I don't
Oh,
even
okay.
have.
I have caught all 905 Pokemon. That's changing with that.
Like
I don't even have. Sorry,
no, sorry man, you can go.
I don't even have a Switch, but I'm still kind of excited for Sword and not Sword and Shield. No, Scarlet and Violet.
Scarlet and Violet, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've seen some promotional art
looks
for it.
good.
It just hasn't caught my interest in terms of just like the newer Pokemon stuff. Obviously, I mean, the last game I bought specifically, I think was Sun and Moon, and then I bought Arceus. I didn't buy the remakes because I already own the games already, and it's just like, wow, it's like a waste of $60 for a new game already like that. You know?
Yeah.
Like typically when it comes to remakes like that, like if it's a good port or good remake of a video game, I'll buy it. As long as it's faithful and doesn't include any censorship shit, like if a game is like completely censored, I know there's been a lot of stuff recently with remakes and them censoring those remakes in particular, like recently. It's ridiculous. It's dumb. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah, it's completely ridiculous. Like,
I mean, one of my favorite Pokemon games is Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, and they do it better than Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Pokemon Shine Pearl,
I mean, honestly, it's
in my opinion.
just that typically, you know.
my favorite Pokemon game is Black and White.
Black and white, yeah. Cause
My favorite actually is the sequel.
I like Diamond and
cool.
Pearl. I also really like Black and White as well. Black and White's really fun.
hmm Pokemon Black 2 and Pokemon White 2 is my absolute favorite Pokemon games.
Sun is also
Also-
pretty good, but
Yeah.
I believe that there's other games out there that do it a little bit more justice. I believe, in my opinion, but
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah, I can understand that. Reason why I like Pokemon Black and White is because it's got Otter.
Otter.
What?
Oshawott.
Otter.
Oh,
I kind of like Duat a lot more.
Yeah,
It looks cool.
Duat's cool.
yeah.
Can agree.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I like Snavy. I like Snavy a lot. The leaf.
Cool. The
fucking-
smug leaf.
The smug leaf. The fucking leaf.
Yeah.
hmm
But yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna have a bit of some discussion for like some of the remake stuff, like some game remakes. Personally, it's not always gonna be about Pokemon for this entire podcast, but it's most likely gonna be just talking about the Pokemon games and the anime and just a little bit of some other stuff every once in a while. That's how I view it mostly. It's just Pokemon for me. It's kind of a meh thing for me. It's kind of like I like it. It's a good series. Well, it's just that it's kind of a niche thing for me.
Oh,
I'll indulge it every once in a while, but don't expect me to be like super into it.
I can understand that.
yeah.
Like it's like me and
I
Sunny.
mean, the more recent Pokemon games since Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon are kind of not been my favorites. I don't want to say they're bad, but it's just there are previous games I feel like are just better. I don't know how to say it, but maybe Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet may have the potential to turn that around.
But but typically when those types of games, if like those types of games, I always wait for the game to come out first before reviewing it or playing it. For example, there was
Yeah,
a big
makes sense.
reason why I don't buy games at full prices, obviously, because when you're if it's a really good game and I really want to play that game, I'll buy it for $60 or I buy it for $100. I'll do it. But if it's like a game that is super controversial and it's like, oh, yeah, again, like I said, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet had some controversy, so I'd rather wait till the game fully comes out and
Wait,
give it my
isn't that Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield you're
no,
talking
no, no,
about?
no. Scarlet and Violet had a little bit of controversy in the early days when the game got announced. When the game was announced and had a trailer and everything like that, there were some speculations. And again, like I said, you
Oh,
don't believe everything you see. All right.
yeah.
It's that same shit with it's that same shit with fucking what's it called? How I personally feel about Rainbow Six Extraction. Again, Car and Joe told me about that game. It's like, hey, you gotta buy this at $40, $60, and I'm like, I'm not gonna buy a game at full price. Fuck that shit. I waited like when the game
Yeah.
comes out, they play for 1 week, and then they stop playing. Like no cap, no cap. They literally
Um,
stopped like not even like a week after. They just played it and they just stopped.
Dang.
well, talk about bad first impressions. Maybe.
You see what I mean? That's the thing. That's the thing I don't like about games that have such a high popularity. It's like, oh, the game's gonna be great, and then the game comes out, and then it's completely shit.
Yeah, that's my main grievance with hype trains. Like, people hype it up for no reason and just misses their expectations completely. It's
Yeah.
It's like the overhypeness of like a specific game. Like if a game's really good and it's really good and it has a story and everything like that, it's really good. If they make a port for it, and say for example, and if I want to play it on that port specifically, I'll get the game for sure. Like like Persona 5 Royal, Nier Automata, great fucking ports. I'll buy it. I have ports for it. I bought the ports for it just
Hmm.
recently. I got it on Switch for both of them just recently because I've already played Nier Automata on my Xbox. Now I have it on Switch. Now I'm gonna play through the game again on Switch. But I don't recommend you play it on PC because PC has a terrible port for Nier. It's absolutely disgusting. It is terrible, terrible port.
oh, dang.
Disgusting.
It's very terrible. Yeah, it has a terrible. It's very terrible with the PC port of Nier. So my advice to anyone who's wanting to play Nier, like if you want to get it, you can get it on console or you can get it on Switch. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Mhm.
100%. And recently too, Persona 5 Royal just came on Switch. So again, if you're stuck to console, you can get it on PC, Xbox, and you can get it on PS5. You can also get it on fucking Switch. You can totally do that. I know you've been wanting to play Persona 5 Royal for a good while. Is that right, Origin?
Yeah.
I know you've been wanting to play that game for a while.
Mhm.
Game's
I
good.
still I still haven't gotten to it because of some other stuff, and no, I'm not gonna be abusing my job money for something like that.
I mean, the game's good. I mean, I rather recommend you wait for Black Friday or a sale because they are doing a sale. If you buy 2 games, you get one free. So
I really want to get Sonic Frontiers, but I don't know if I should wait till it's on sale or should I just go for it.
I mean, it's an open world game, so it's kind of like Mirror's Edge.
I
It's very open worldish. So it's like Assassin's Creed, Mirror's Edge. It's very open worldish. It's not like get to the goal like regular Sonic games. So there's there's some part of Sonic Frontiers that I really like because since like it has a big Unleashed vibe to it, which I like Sonic Unleashed. Unleashed is really good, but
Yeah, it's really, yeah.
the
mhm.
thing is that I say you wait. I say you wait because
Uh,
it's between that Black Friday. It's between the Black Friday and Christmas. So
alright.
highly recommend you wait for a couple months. A couple months or 2
So I
so you
have
can get it.
to. So basically, I'm gonna have to avoid spoilers until Black Friday.
Pretty much, yeah. Which is like 2 weeks
Oh,
away.
man.
It's like 2 weeks, 2 3 weeks.
Well, I'm staying off of social media till then, especially Twitch, because everyone's live streaming. Well, not everyone, but some of the people I follow are streaming that.
Yeah, too bad I won't be able to get Sonic Frontiers, unfortunately. But when I do get the game, I probably will be recording it, definitely, and posting it on my channel because it's a single player game. And obviously with me recording on this channel and the other channel and all the filmmaking stuff and voice acting stuff, I haven't been able to play any games recently. So I just been playing old games and making content for the videos that I'm making currently.
So,
Because currently
yeah,
I'm making 2 new videos, and I've been working my ass off on these videos very recently. I've been working my ass off.
nice.
If I ever, oh,
Oh, never mind.
yeah,
What you gonna say
yeah,
something?
Me?
yeah, it kind of was.
Oh,
If I if I end up getting a mic someday and end up like drawing like a PNG tuber thing, I think I might live stream Sonic Frontiers when I eventually get it.
Yeah, that's
I really don't like my voice. I'm not sure.
perfectly fine with me. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's gonna be understandable.
I mean, if you're gonna get it on
Mhm.
console, you might want to get yourself a capture card, which
Yeah.
if you do get it on console. There's also Steam as well. Steam is pretty much just universal in general. Typically, I love Steam, but
Yeah,
I
same.
fucking hate the Epic Game Store. That's all. That's really all I don't like about Epic Games. Is that the Epic Game Store really not the best thing in the world.
Hmm.
It's really not. It's really not the best thing in the world. I really don't like that shit.
Mm, I
So,
got it.
would you remind me what was the controversy with Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet?
It's just the animation design. It's just the design. It's just the look of the game, I believe.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, it seems a lot more calm and toned down compared to Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield.
Yeah, it's like. Have you seen like the Fire Emblem Gage? I already have the game pre-ordered for the special edition. I pre-ordered it. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get my hands on the Callisto Protocol. I want to get my hands on that game, but too bad I won't be able to because I can't get it on physical. I can't get a physical copy of the game, so I'm gonna have to get it on Steam. Unfortunately, which is ridiculous. I want to get the game on. I want to get the game, but I just can't.
mm.
Sorry about that. Something came up.
Quick, and are you getting Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet? Oh,
I think he is a little bit AFK.
okay. I'll wait.
What?
Something came up
Mm.
on my end.
That's fine. Quick, and are you gonna play Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet?
I wish. I don't even have a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, I already pre-ordered both versions.
Cool. If I could get it, I'd probably get Violet. I like the whole futuristic vibe and the the legendary for on the Violet part on the Violet half looks pretty cool.
Same.
Yeah.
I kind of always go. My main game is always the first Pokemon game to be officially mentioned. So my main game would be Pokemon Scarlet. But personally, what would be my favorite amongst the two would be Pokemon Violet.
I
Um, I'm weird.
I never really understood like buying like Pokemon like twice for the different versions so you can trade. I never really understood that personally. I mean, I've done trading in the past before, but it was with other people. I never really traded myself. I've never done that.
Yeah, it's kind of weird,
It's
not
kind of
gonna
weird.
lie.
It's like, why would you spend like $120 on a game that you already own, and yet you're trading with yourself,
So
but you can trade with other people? I don't understand that. I really don't.
I I just I like to try to earn each of the Pokemon by myself, and there are other purposes like being able to battle myself, see how I'm doing, and of course, yes, trade with myself since there are trade evolutions.
I mean, I could see why people would do that. It's just it's a little bit weird sometimes for me for me personally, because since why would you do that if you have? Why would you like buy the same game twice when you're already getting the same game, same price, and the same experience from the same Pokemon franchise? That's all I'm trying to say. It's not like I'm
Yeah.
gonna like attack you or anything. It's like I never really understood that. I just buy one Pokemon game and I'm just there with it. I mean,
I'm just one of those players that go all the way.
I bought
I
Pokemon
have
White,
not.
and that's literally the only Pokemon game that I've bought by itself, and I've never really bought it like twice. Or I bought Pokemon Diamond, and I never bought Pearl. I bought some, but I didn't
I
buy Moon.
always have purchased both versions of a game, and because of that, I have all main series Pokemon games, no exceptions.
I mean, you do you, man. It's up to you, man.
Yeah,
It's not really a
all of the all of them are retail, and the first 6 games are on digital because the Nintendo 3DS version is better on for those Game Boy games.
it's
I don't count Pokemon Green; it's not officially released here.
yeah, it's Japan's exclusive.
Yeah. So anything that was released in the US in North America, I have gotten.
Yeah, I mean North America's. But you can't order them from online. Try to get them shipped in. I've seen people do that. I've seen people do that before. Anakin Board did that a couple times actually, where he ordered a copy and had it sent here to like.
You mean the PAL versions?
Yeah.
I never got a PAL version of a game ever.
Let me see real quick. Let me see Pokemon. Let me see if I can find a copy. Japanese import. Let me see. Pokemon White or Pokemon Black. Let me see real quick. So let me just double check this real quick for an eBay copy of $49 for a copy of Pokemon White.
Oh, nice.
37
Well, oh,
for 37 for Pearl for the Japanese import, and I believe the cheapest that you can get your hands on is $29 for the cheapest copy that you can get your hands on
Dang.
for Pokemon White. Just Pokemon White, not two, just the first one.
Are
well,
those just imports or are they the US
They're
version?
imports.
Ah, I guess the United States version is really I've heard the US version is really expensive, like in the 50s or hundreds regions.
Yeah, the Pokemon games, and especially Game Boy games, have been getting more expensive as of recently because they stopped making those games. Fire Emblem, most of the Fire Emblem games from like the past that are from the Game Boy era have been super fucking expensive. They are very expensive.
Yeah. And heck, even GameCube games have been hella expensive.
Oh man, don't get me started with GameCube games. Oh god,
Yeah.
I still have all my GameCube games. Thank God. Thank God. Thank fucking God. Let me see just real quick, actually. Now, how do you now like the biggest question that everyone that I've that I've known about especially is the poke is when did people started to assume that Pokemon was for slavery? That's my
um,
question.
Oh
PETA.
gosh. It always comes back to PETA, doesn't
Always
it?
goes back to them for
Any
fucking.
anytime anytime anyone brings up to me that Pokemon is causing real world harm just because it because of what it is, my mind immediately goes to PETA.
God forbid. I mean,
No.
there's a really good video made by Games and Mars about the stories about that stuff for the Burger King meals. They also talked about the kid who committed Persona 3 and because Pokemon cards got
Oh,
stolen by a teacher.
oh, dang.
And if you don't know this, in Japan there was a episode of Pokemon that did not air in America specifically. It was banned in like I think all regions, I believe, except for Japan, they only had one or two
The best
airings.
one?
One or two airings, I believe. I'm trying to remember the name of the episode, but it was only in Japanese. I can't remember.
Electric
Wasn't
Soldier Polygon.
Yeah,
was
Polygon.
was it the Porygon episode, or was it the one where like
I
everyone
think
was pointing guns everywhere?
I think it was the Porygon episode. I think it caused like a bunch of epilepsy problems for children.
There was
I
also that episode where James got inflated boobs.
Oh, that episode was still in
oh
America.
yeah, that,
That episode
that
still ran in America, by the way. It was the Polygon
Oh,
episode was completely banned. They just censored it.
yeah.
The episode got completely censored.
I brought that up because that's also kind of like iffy,
I
if
mean,
you know what I mean.
it's an import thing because most Japanese media, for like kid shows, for example, if you don't know this, a lot of shonen anime, especially, gets heavily censored because sometimes the original content of that manga or that individual show gets censored, gets changed because Japanese television is different from American television. So, for example, if say Japan decides to run an episode of Pokemon on their side, it's different than when Pokemon is ran on our side because, again, like I said, different airing rights and different people are running the airing rights.
also for kids.
Oh,
Yay!
that's its own shit show. But uh,
Especially One Piece.
One Piece. Don't forget One Piece. One Piece.
Oh, and
So
you know they're invisible guns.
well, the invisible guns. You know what's funny? When Crunchyroll got access to now it used to be Funimation, now Crunchyroll, they now own the rights to One Piece now, so they can do whatever the fuck they feel like. Well,
Oh boy.
kind of, because they've been censoring out anime recently, but that's the thing. But there's like the airing rights and the rights of the show are different. So then again,
Hmm.
as for example, the episode where James come dressed up like chick, that episode was heavily censored because of the airing rights in America and most specifically in the United States was different than Japan's rights. I mean, seriously, if you haven't seen Tokusatsu, they stream Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, and that is targeted towards kids, and they kill, they murder, cannibalize, rape, the usual stuff.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
not
Are
sure.
you telling me that they tried to make that kid friendly?
It's called Power Rangers.
Oh, okay.
And then look it up. But yeah,
I remember, like the One Piece of fiasco. They tried to make an adult anime into a kids thing. That's like
it's a
trying to
teen
censor
anime.
all of
It's a
the.
teen manga. Remember that it's aimed for teens and young adults specifically. Shonen manga is specifically targeted for that demographic. Most specifically.
But then, yeah. But
Then again, there's a large community of shonen fans that are female. Also, just so you know,
yeah.
Hmm.
But then,
shonen
for kids
has
decided it was good for kids.
the shonen specifically is targeted for young men because that's how shonen is. And Pokemon is technically considered a part of Shonen Jump technically because it appeared on a magazine. If it appears on the Shonen magazine, it's shonen anime. That's the general rule. And that was like I think back in 2005, like early 2005 when Bleach first started airing, they had Pokemon on the side of the magazine. And that was like the earliest I've seen it. 2006 at least. And that was when Bleach was starting to first air in North America, I believe. Around 2007, I think. That's what I remember.
I see.
But speaking of which, how do you guys feel about the quote unquote ripoffs?
What do you mean by ripoffs?
Like Pokemon ripoffs?
In some people's eyes they call them Pokemon ripoffs. I don't call them that because I watched them. Case in point, Digimon. Technically, Digimon isn't technically a ripoff. Technically,
It came first.
yeah, Digimon came first. Came very first. Bakugan, probably probably never heard of that, but that's there.
I've heard of Bakugan.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I can give my opinions on the Pokemon rip-offs because um
No, they're
I
not.
guess they
They're not.
didn't really check them.
They're not
Yeah.
really ripoffs. People just assume that they were.
Oh yeah.
They just.
But the like similar anime like that, I haven't really checked them out. Pokemon is just where I'm at.
Dude, man, you should totally check out. You should totally check out Bakugan. Definitely, Bakugan's baller as fuck. The original
Yeah.
3 seasons were really good. They're really good.
I, I've never seen Digimon, and I know it's not a ripoff, but
Digimon. Oh boy,
yeah,
you're gonna love Digimon.
yeah.
Classic,
It
classic,
seems
classic,
interesting.
classic anime. It is classic as fuck. It is great. It is
Alright.
it's a fantastic series. The first
Wait, can Yu-Gi-Oh be considered a Pokemon ripoff too? Like,
that's considered a card game.
I mean, I know because it has cards.
I mean,
I think I probably might make half the Yu-Gi-Oh fan base angry by saying this,
yeah, you
but
probably would.
yeah,
But get a lot of hate comments.
sorry.
I mean, I play Yu-Gi-Oh, so I mean, that sort of thing. I mean, with the Pokemon
Don't they
TCG,
have
and
monsters too?
I mean, technically it's called Duel Monsters, technically, and it's different thing.
Yeah,
It's a different genre, but
Duel Monsters.
and
And
it's also shown in anime as well. So
I
Yeah.
just noticed, like, I just consider a thing to be like a knockoff Pokemon if it has like monster fight monster or two two people engaging like a battle, saying out one monster to attack their monster. That's kind of my definition of
Agumon,
a
Agumon,
Pokemon
Digivolve to
thing.
Greymon.
Yeah.
Hope you like my Agumon. God damn, man, I love Digimon. Digimon's a fantastic series. I don't understand why people hate it or misunderstand it. It's such a good series too. It's awesome too, cause of course I met Agumon's voice actor. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I love Agumon's voice actor. He's great.
Yeah.
He's really fucking good. I'm trying to remember right now. Of course, obviously, I met his wife as well, who voiced Lilymon as well, and I believe she also
Right.
starred in many other shows as well. I believe, I believe she also stars as a lot of other roles. She did. I know recently she's done a couple miscellaneous anime roles recently, but I know specifically she's did Mercedes in Fire Emblem recently. So if you're a fan of Fire Emblem, she's in it. But yeah, she's done a fantastic job a lot of stuff recently. So that's something. It's gonna be freaking sick. Let me see real quick. Let me see. She's in Pokemon. I'm trying to remember right now if she was. She stars in Pokemon Masters.
Ah, cool.
The mobile game.
Yeah, in the mobile. She voices Agatha and I think Morley. I think. Trying to check right now.
Mm.
Nice.
Let me double check. Yeah, she has a long list. Oh God. God
Dang.
damn, she has a.
She's had quite a life.
She does. Yeah. Yeah, Mercedes. She's Naruto. Ladybug. Yeah, she's on Ladybug.
She's probably in like everything, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah, she has a lot of stuff. She's not in everything. I mean, if you didn't know this, the voice actor who played Nurse Joy was also in a bunch of anime related stuff as of recently, but haven't seen a lot of her work yet in terms of just Pokemon stuff. And I know
Ah.
and the funniest thing is that Ash's Japanese actor does a lot of the singing for Pokemon.
Uh,
It's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. A lot of people don't know that, but it's pretty funny. But yeah, that's pretty much what it is typically. I don't know. What else do you guys want to chat about? You guys want to chat about other things, not just Pokemon, just have it be related to one thing.
Um, maybe there could be some. Maybe we can talk a bit of a tidbit um, to sort of inform the audience in terms of Pokemon stuff. Like, I uh, I want to put it out there about my stances on hacking. Um, if if that's okay.
I mean, if it's not like super direct or aggressive, I don't mind.
Oh, it's not going to be aggressive. I just want to say, like, I am in no way condoning, like, hacking illegally edited stuff like a Bulbasaur learning flamethrower or something like that.
Pokemon
But,
emulators and stuff like that. Like for that specifically, I'm very neutral about that stuff. It's not like I don't hate Nintendo for like say like oh stop hacking your games, but they don't make ports for those games. It's kind of ridiculous, you
I
know.
think you
yeah.
mean emulation and not
It's
hacking.
not necessarily hacking, but it's stereotypically a lot of emulation for a lot of older games that have been coded
Oh,
out specifically.
oh yeah.
Uh,
I,
because there's other games that have been taken out of their original disc and have been recoded into Dolphin and other like video game emulators. Specifically, there's Game Boy
yeah.
emulators, there's Wii, there's Xbox
I am,
360,
I
PS3,
am in no way against that.
PS2. Yeah, for you saying Pokemon hacking again, that's
I,
something
I'm more specifically like talking about, well, I don't condone illegal information on a Pokemon. But what I'm not against is that there have been Pokemon special events over the years, and then as and those Pokemon are, discontinued, and there's even a certain group of Pokemon like that, mythical Pokemon, and I'd say if you want to get those Pokemon, just go do it. Do whatever you can to get them. No shame.
I mean, it's like you have to change the J on your DS, I believe, and then just go into it and just get it. I believe. It's like
You could do that. Although I would more recommend that that you would try to homebrew. It can be a bit longer, but trust me, it's better than just wasting money on the thing. Well, I guess it's more risky. You could go for action replay. I guess it's equal with its drawbacks and its benefits, but um, I learned it the hard way when I purchased action replays. I just wasted money on them, and I ended up just homebrewing my stuff instead.
yeah.
Mm.
I'm more of a person. I also don't mind if people edit their Pokemon to be the best as long as they're not putting in like illegal information, unlegit information on them. But in terms of harmless stuff like that, or Pokemon preservation, go all ahead. I may not be into editing my Pokemon to make them powerful, but I am one of the people who does legitimately edit Pokemon into my game to preserve.
I mean, personally, I'm just here to collect Pokemans and get on with my life. You know.
Yeah, I'm the
Kinda
one who catches
cool.
them all.
I'm just here to catch everything and be on my way.
Yep,
Honestly. I
just
mean,
putting that out there
it's
because that's a spicy hot topic among the fandom, I think.
I literally have not like caught all the Pokemon for Pokemon Arceus yet. I've literally
Be-
have not. I've been playing other
Mm.
games recently, and I haven't been able to complete the
And by
game.
extension, you can't get Arceus because you need to get the other non-mythical Pokemon.
yeah. Be right back. I need to check something.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay.
But yeah, we've been. Yeah, I've been thinking we could. Yeah, we could definitely do something about that. I mean, besides that,
Do something about what?
I mean, Pokemon Arceus. I haven't been playing that game very recently, so I haven't been
Yeah,
uh,
the 7 new Pokemon in it. I already got them all and put them in my
I
collection.
have not yet. I legitimately have not gotten time to play Pokemon Arceus because I've been
Oh,
extremely busy with not only making those 2 new videos that I was talking about, but working
oh,
on. Yeah,
yeah.
I haven't been able to get those videos pushed out yet. Personally, I have a review coming out within the next 2 weeks, which is I believe Mansions of Madness, the board game, the board game, not that. And I also have the Catherine video, which will be uploaded to my channel, not this channel, the Everybody Boys channel, my channel, which will be linked in the description.
Nice. Maybe I should maybe give video gaming a try and maybe just to be more than editing videos that were from Mr. Ento. That's what I've been doing. And also just innocuous random stuff too.
Hey, I'm back.
I just been uploading videos to my Twitter account and then just downloading the videos from Twitter and then just editing it in my editing software. That's
Yeah.
all I've been doing. That's literally all I've been doing for the last I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks now.
Mm.
Because it's like transferring videos from my Switch because I don't have a capture card, so I have to legitimately do it by 30 seconds and then just uploading it into my editing software and then
Hmm.
doing voiceover for that shit.
Yeah. Do you did you ever cheat in Pokemon like I have?
I have not cheated in
Mm.
Pokemon.
Cheated, hacked, did weird shit with anything?
No, I have not.
Personally, I
You
have not cheated.
or hacked or do some weird glitches?
I've not done any of that stuff.
I mean, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue are just so littered with glitches that everyone has essentially glitched. That's an accident or on purpose, but yeah.
Missing and all that stuff. Yeah. Glitch City, etc., etc. Yeah.
Even down to like the Pokemon tries being replaced whenever the HP is low. Like Mew sounds like Stormy when its HP is low.
Mm.
Yeah.
There was also little crooks like that. Everyone has glitched that game in one way or another. But have you intentionally did something like did something in the games to glitch like the Mew glitch?
No, I have not.
I remember this video that teaches you how to do it, but you can't transfer that to Pokemon Bank. So if
Yeah.
you're playing Ben, but there's another one where you can get the exact OT and the exact ID, and that does transfer. It's
Mm.
complicated.
Yeah.
I would probably recommend finding the ROM of what they used in the UK to transfer the Mew with the decoy saves.
Yeah, definitely. That's something. That's something
Yeah,
else.
to trade to a consumer intended game.
So, anyways,
Yeah,
off topic a little bit. Just wanted to ask you guys a quick question. All right, about another
sure.
thing that I wanted to ask. Do you guys collect your favorite plushies for Pokemon? That's the biggest question here.
I collected only I collected quite a bit of plushies, but I remember in the 2021 anime convention at Anime Fusion, I have bought myself a cute little Melmetal plushie thing,
Oh,
and
Melmetal.
Melmetal is one of my favorite mythical Pokemon.
Yeah, I got a Rowlet and I have a Snivy now. I ordered Snivy off of the Pokemon Center, But if I ever go to
I-
if we ever go to Anime Minneapolis, definitely there is a bunch of Pokemon stuff there from vendors, definitely. So we could totally do that,
My
Yeah.
favorite Pokemon sold out.
dude. If we go to Anime Minneapolis, they might have it in stock.
I'm not really sure.
They might. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Duat?
Duo, yeah, I've seen Duo out there.
Heck yeah.
Honestly,
Dude, I saw Duot, I
and
saw Chimchar, I saw pretty much all the Pokemon who have received plushies. Like, no shit. All the
Dang.
Pokemon who have
as
received
someone
plushies have
who's
received
been a
them.
veteran of Pokemon, I can't decide my favorites.
Man, I saw Groudon there, but I was like, dude, do I really want to buy like a 2 feet Groudon and just have it hang in my room? Do I really want that? Or do I really want
Mhm.
that? Or
Yeah.
I
I'll just buy like this Reptalia figure and have her be on my side of my computer. Maybe next time I get my Crusaders helmet, maybe I buy more plushies. But for now, I'll
yeah.
buy 2. Most of the time, I buy
You
figures and other shit.
do either of you have a favorite Pokemon that isn't legendary, mythical, or Ultra Beast?
Oh god. Oh man. I really like Snivy. 'Cause, you know,
Yeah.
Snivy is one of my favorite starters besides Rowlet and Chimchar.
Honestly, I don't think I can answer because even taking those out, I there was just so much, and
Yeah.
like I could tell you some of the ones that I like, but damn, there was
There's too
like
many.
800 of them to
There's
choose.
too many of them, man. There's too many Pokemon that are really good too. Besides that, I really like what's that Pokemon? It's like a purple. It's I think it's like Apom.
I, I'm
I have
I'm a palm.
the monkey
Yeah,
one
the monkey one.
Yeah, what
has the
you're talking about is
Eevee
Sinnoh
mock-up.
evolution.
Yeah, that
I'm a palm.
that is that is also a really good Pokemon.
Also, Chris came up with a funny name with it. Hand job monkey.
Why? Why would you call it Handjob Monkey?
Because of its tail is a hand
Jesus
job monkey.
Christ. Jesus
It
Christ.
evolves into double hand job monkey.
Double.
Oh
Oh
gosh.
no!
Oh,
We're probably gonna have to censor that.
No,
yeah,
absolutely no. We're
yeah.
not. Fuck that, man.
Gosh.
Sorry about this, guys.
Fuck that shit, bro. I ain't gonna deal with that, brother.
My dog is whining in the background.
Dog whining.
So it's my cat.
But yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to end things a little bit early today, unfortunately, because it is close to that time. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter podcast due to some unfortunate events that did happen earlier today. Unfortunately, that was on me. That was my fault for that. But I believe.
Dude, it's okay.
That's alright.
Let me see real quick. Again, next week we will do the podcast, and the week after there is no podcast. So there's no upload for the 25th. So again, like I said, so we'll be back for the first week of December the first week or second week of December. There'll be one more podcast after this for this month. So there'll
Good.
be one more.
Cool.
I have already pulled the conversation and topic for next week, and that is, let me just double check it. I did pull it out of the thing. And that is going to be board games next week. So, ironic because I did talk about Mansions of Madness. So, next week will be all about
Interesting.
board games and relations to board games, like tabletop sim, all that other stuff. Uno,
And Dungeons and
card game,
Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons, shit like that. But that's gonna be for next week. So, like I
Okay.
said, yeah, that's pretty much about it. Anyways, gamers, that'll be the end of the podcast for today. Take
All right.
care.